We just waited 20 minutes and we just realized there are no more trains to the airport. Like, no trains. Good morning from Paris. We have been here for 5 whole days and today is our final day. We are checking out of our Holiday Inn in Gare de l'Est, something like that. Gare de l'Est. This location is so central to all sorts of cafe, bars, restaurant, and the most important thing is it's on top of the public metro and the bus station. It's kind of sad that it's our last day, but also kind of exciting because we're heading to the Paris Opera House. This is our very last day with a lot of sunshine, so we're gonna make the most out of it before we check into the airport later for our first business class on British Airways to London. And we're gonna have a connection to Venice after. So let's go. Since we had half a day planned to explore more of Paris, we left our suitcases in the hotel and began our adventure. From our hotel, we jumped onto the metro and headed southwest towards the opera station. The trip was a short 7 minutes, costing only €190 per person. We arrived at the opera station and quickly found an exit out of the station only to find the plaza filled with so many people. We had trouble finding the entrance but saw a line of people, so we headed in that direction. There's so many people here. Granted, it is a Saturday afternoon, so we can see why. We're gonna head over to the ticket office and hopefully they'll let us in because 1 o'clock is coming up and we want to get there before everybody else. Once there's other people, it's gonna be really hard to take photos. Okay, so it's about 12:35, which means we have 25 more minutes before they open the doors. But there is a crazy long line already wrapped around, all waiting to just go in to see this beautiful, beautiful place. And it's kind of insane because we thought getting here early would be good, but it looks like everyone else thought the same thing. So the gates opened about 5 minutes late and then everyone started rushing in till the people waiting in line just got like pushed. It makes no sense to get in line at all. Yeah, that was so bad. Made it. So that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. We finally made it in after everyone was pushing. We had our tickets, so we were fast-tracked. However, there was a ticket booth located on the right to purchase tickets with cash. We made our way up the stairs, only to stumble upon the grand staircase, which is iconic in the Grand Palais. We totally made it. Right now, Bia and I are like the first two, like just running and just looking at all the beautiful rooms before everyone else gets there, because there is group tours, there's people with kids, and we just wanted to get to see everything in peace and quiet before. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. It is so beautiful, oh my God. So, this place is really beautiful. And it only costs €12 per person to come just take a look. Granted, you can always come when they have performances. You know, there is so much to see and everything is so elaborate and ornate. There's tassels everywhere, there's chandeliers, beautiful, beautiful paintings. Definitely a thing to check out in Paris. at the inside. This is the actual theater. And it's so gorgeous. In photos, it looks so huge, but it looks a little bit smaller on the inside, and the ceiling is super ornate. It's just filled with like this lush red velvet-like fabric on all the chairs and all the railings. This is stunning. Definitely come take a look when you're here, because this has so much historical value to it. There is some construction happening on the stage, but they are putting live shows all the time, so this is really stunning. We just waited 20 minutes and we just realized there are no more trains to the airport. Like, no trains. We got like a girl telling us that you don't even need tickets to go to the airport now. So she tells us to jump onto another train and go down the basement and maybe just take a bus and figure out how to get to the airport from there. Like, seriously. I'm just getting really anxious because it's 3:50 now and our flight's at 6:10. I don't know what to do other than jumping to the next stop and see what happens, and hopefully the bus will take us to the airport ASAP. Followed the train attendant's instructions and took the train one stop. There were many people in our situation, so we just followed the crowd to get onto the shuttle bus. So when B and I say that things always happen to us when we're traveling, it's not a joke. We literally were taking the RER train and we were waiting for the express line, and the attendant's like, oh, there's no trains going to the airport. Cool. Then we had to take another train to another station, one station only. From there, everyone got pushed onto a shuttle bus, and we're heading to the airport now. So we've literally lost about 35 minutes doing this. Hopefully we can still get to the airport on time and that there's no traffic. The seats are really tiny. B and I are small guys, but like this is really uncomfortable. It's quite cramped, as you can see. Everyone is kind of just making do, and Lyft Uber would have been 45 euro plus, but we had already bought 20 euros worth of tickets to get to the airport. So they should have something on the signs when you're purchasing to the airport. It's just, yeah, kind of not a great way for us to start our trip to Venice.
Or kind of ending our trip in Paris.
Oh yeah, or ending our trip in Paris. So here we go. Hopefully it's not too long. We are at the airport now. It is 4:35. So we did take the 20-25 minutes, which isn't too bad, but now we have to run because we need to get to Terminal 2A and we are in 2EF right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, we just walked all the way from 2E all the way to 2A, and it is a long walk. We are booking it right now and I'm exhausted. This is insane. It's like on the other side of the airport, and there were no trams, no buses or anything. We just gotta keep on walking and get to the other side. We ran all the way to our terminal and had to check in at the British Airways desk. After checking in, we got lost looking for the lounge to find some food. Go through the purple gates. Oh my god. I finally made it. I've never eaten so fast in my life. I've scarfed down all of my food. The fish, the pork, the rice, and my Coke. Oh my god. We gotta go. We're boarding the plane. First class to London. We are sitting on our plane. And there's a seat between us that has a table here because this is considered business class when you're flying throughout Europe with British Airways. So a couple things that make this super nice besides this extra seat. One, when we had checked in, they automatically give you fast track so that you are expedited through the check-in process as well as security and customs. So we literally like went through 5 minutes tops. It was so fast. Yeah. We also got access to the lounge, which is great. The lounge is the Cathay Pacific Lounge, and since they're all a part of One World, we get a chance to eat there. We'll be in London for about an hour and a half before our flight to Venice. So this should be really interesting.
Travel day. Gotta live it.
Thank you for boarding so from me. Just finished off the last of the paperwork up here in the front. We are now all ready to go. Due off in the next 5 minutes. So my colleague will talk to our traffic control. Negotiate our pushback and then pushing back, starting our engines. It's a fairly long taxi down to the departure runway. Cabin crew team today led by Jeanette and Berry. Once we get going, Jeanette and her team will be showing you a very important safety demonstration, and we just ask for a few minutes of your attention to watch this. I'll come back to you during the flight like I say, but for now sit back, relax and enjoy the flight test.
We were in the British Airways lounge and I was watching the signboard or the boarding board like a hawk. Our boarding time was supposed to be 7:35 and at 7:35 it says gate is not open yet, not even a sign. And then like 5 minutes, 7:40, it says gate open. And before I know it, I was like, okay, we can finish our drink and figure it out, and then we can just slowly walk to the gate. At 7:45, it says final call, gate closing. I just looked up, I saw the entire red Venice, and I was like, I don't want to miss the flight. So we literally booked out from the lounge, like two crazy people just tracking everything. I didn't even like check my seat if I left anything behind. Just passport, bags, go! We were running down Heathrow Terminal 5. Thankfully we made the flight. So this is it for our travel day, and I hope no more surprises.
There's just too many happening things on today. You know, like we woke up super early, we packed, we were so ready, and then when we tried to buy the tickets, that was an issue. Then we tried to get on the train, and that was an issue. And then going through security was an issue. And now almost missing a flight, an issue. Like today has just been a day of issues.
Please do return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. So recommend that two bar seating. It's like we do up here with Fleming, we all seatbelt missing passengers in case we encounter any unexpected events or we're expecting smooth flight conditions on our routine today. Quite a quick flight time to Venice, just 1 hour 43 minutes, arriving up to our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. It's quite a pleasant evening, you should be back to Sussex for a while. Well, that's it from me, I'll get back to you at some point. Here's our head, enjoy the flight.
In Italy.
Ready? Thank you. It's 12 a.m. We made it to Venice, and we just got off the bus. We're just going to find our way to the hotel, which is really nearby.
We were really lucky, and we were like, oh my god, where do we go? And all of the transportation seemed to be closed. There was like one more bus leaving before midnight, and we caught it. So here we are. It is midnight already. So we've been traveling pretty much all day. That's what it feels like. We flew from Paris to London, and now we're in Venice. And it's a little bit chilly actually. I thought that we were going a little bit further south. Now we are going to head to our hotel, and we'll check you on the other side.